More details rolling in, everybody. On today's crazy news, Coach Miller is stepping down from his illustrious college coaching career, and in his place, the school is promoting hotshot defensive coordinator Red O'Brien. Now, Coach O'Brien has been all the rage for quite some time, sitting at the top of a ton of schools' shortlists for head coaching gigs, but it sure looks like he's just going to stay put and take over the entire program. But what I really want to know is what it's going to mean for everyone's favorite dynamic duo, the Heartbreak Kids.
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years, waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
How many of those do you guys have? Now, as I was saying, neither of you will be starting, but both of you will be playing.
Coach, I'm sorry, but I'm not switching positions.
I'm not asking you to switch positions. You both get reps at QB. This is a defense-first team now, so I don't need your Heartbreak Kids nonsense. All I need is for one of you to manage things and make sure the offense doesn't give the game away, because my defense certainly won't. Understand?
But you've seen what we did in high school.
I don't care what the Heartbreak Kids did 2 years ago, son. I'm more concerned what you can do now in college and winning a lot more at ease. So I'm gonna rotate you guys. I'm gonna stick with the hot hand until I see what I can get out of one of you. And you'll start the first half. If you do well enough, you'll stay in. If not, we'll see what Tommy's got.
Coach, you can't be serious.
You two are competitors, right? Well, that's how you're gonna have to approach this, as a competition. Now go on, get out of here.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the invaders from the north, the Michigan State Spartans. So here we go. It all starts now. A new season of college football underway here in Miami. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
So here we go, coming up on his first collegiate snap as the Spartans have the football, 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Number 15.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. The big play there. 27 yards. A nice throw there, and you know, it's the first career start for this junior quarterback. And head coach Red O'Brien, he has said that he plans to use both of his top quarterbacks this year. We weren't even sure who was going to get the nod in this first game. And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State. A 14-yard touchdown. And Michigan State has taken the early lead. Well, Coach O'Brien, he could not have asked for a better start for this offense, getting a score on their opening possession. And I guess maybe that justifies the call he made with which quarterback to start.
I'm just wondering, from everything we heard this offseason, what do you think, partner? Did he flip a coin about who would start at quarterback, or did he really evaluate them in the preseason? But look, that first drive, first career start against a big-time opponent, packed stadium, noise coming from everywhere. How about how he handled this? Took the team right downfield, put 6 on the board, and how about the statement of Tommy Matthews on the sideline? He's telling him, this is my job to lose.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
First and 10, Florida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
The ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
White now on third down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Forced to the ground.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Pulled in at the 24. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room and pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. First carry of the ball game now. It's C.J. Anderson. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 17 yards. And that'll give him a first down. I tell you, you look around the college football landscape, there's some really good running backs this year. The draft projections really littered with that crop of players, and we've got a couple of them in our game here this afternoon.
And I'm glad that you pointed that out, partner, because we always talk about the guys who throw the football, the guys who catch the ball, but the runners are still vital. And that was a pretty good run right there. A good illustration of what he can do. And they're counting on those kind of runs to help them win their conference, because you and I both know that's the best path to the college football playoff. Win your conference first and give yourself that opportunity.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. From 4 yards out. And Michigan State adds on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2-yard
Now,
line.
these college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense differ from an NFL offense, or does it?
Well, it still does, Brandon, because NFL offenses, while they're continuing to embrace what the colleges are giving them more and more, they're still not playing as fast as a general rule. You know, most college offenses will run about 15 plays per game more than NFL offenses will. They'll take a few more chances in what they're doing, maybe try and isolate their star player a little bit better. Yeah, there's still some differences in what we're seeing. But for me, speed and pace of play for college offenses still ahead of what we see in the NFL.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On third down, Jennings. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
The Spartans take over 1st and 10.
They decide against going for it on 4th and 1, maybe to the dismay of their offense, but hey, a nice consolation prize down inside the 5.
Nice consolation prize indeed. So maybe the offense is upset, but they showed confidence in their defense by punting it away.
They start the drive with Anderson. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 29-yard
Able to
line.
get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Anderson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Anderson, the ball carrier. He's brought down at the 31. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1. That's the end of the first quarter.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20.
Make everything happen.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown. A great effort there. 69 yards. And Michigan State adds on to their lead.
Extra point.
So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Pass incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's White. Can't get away, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They have not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Fielded at the 33. A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. He gets it complete to Harris. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there, keeps the sticks moving.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. From the gun, it's a give to Anderson. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down convert. And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Zalante Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And Michigan State adds on to their lead. I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his 1st ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as a starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
To the sideline, and
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And it's a touchdown. That pick 6 Celtics extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But things don't improve fast then. I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started.
And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. On second down, Fitz Jennings. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The ball carrier.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the gun on third down, White. That's taken in by the tight end Perkins. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. The Gators now with a 1st and 10. On the ground, Ellington. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
Taken down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got it complete to Perkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
37-yard line.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to wind up, and it's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Well, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. And that is caught. Touchdown, Michigan State. Keon Simmons there to make the grab. And this offense continues to pour it on. That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And boy, this has been quite a performance for for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it, but in this case, the number is 0. So this is almost off the charts. They were watching him make his first start as a junior, and already he's thrown 4 touchdown passes in this game. This is absolutely amazing.
25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. With a white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season.
Gators, nothing.
The first half, no contest. What will the second half bring? As we are back and underway on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. 1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Now a run with Anderson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. That kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
On second down, Anderson. And he stopped immediately there.
Jalen Anderson.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
No gain on
Now,
that.
that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Dixon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position.
And he will take this in for the Michigan State touchdown.
A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
So after the touchdown, the Spartans back out there to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback is sacked.
Offensively lucky they were able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
At the 50-yard line.
Michigan State now with a 1st and 10.
Here's Anderson. And he is tackled inside the 49, quite to the 35. A pickup of 14 that time. And that'll be good enough for the first.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They run again on 1st down. Anderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports.
There's nothing.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
That's complete right around the 8.
And he will score. Touchdown, Michigan State.
A 7-yard touchdown ground. And this offense is running away with this one.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go.
Michigan State got the touchdown and now sets for the kickoff. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started.
And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A loss of 9.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now a fair catch called for and made right on the 45-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Three yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
They run it again with Anderson. And some room to maneuver. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Offside. Defense.
And that's about the easiest decline call you'll ever have right there.
Well, it leads me to one of my pet peeves, and maybe peeves is too strong of a word, but if you're going to jump off sides, Finish the play. Make sure the play ends. Don't jump off sides and stop, because you see the net result here. If you go ahead and finish the play, you don't give up that type of yardage.
1st and 10 now for the Spartans. Again, Anderson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
Defense wins championships, baby.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Ball carrier.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
31's the mic. All day, dog.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
The quarterback keeps it. Today's final score is Spartans 56, Gators nothing.